Swaggity swag, what's in the bag? Jay here, bringing you guys some more Pokemon Sun and Moon news. And you guys already know today was Nintendo showing for E3, and they did oh boy, they showed a lot of stuff for Sun and Moon, you guys. I mean, we got to see like the first little bit of gameplay, you know, the first the music, the routes, and Pokemon and all that stuff. Pokemon actually released a trailer on their website. We're gonna be going through that. The Pokemon website released, you know, some images of the legendaries, and I don't know, man. I don't know how much I could put into this video, but I'm gonna try to keep you guys up to date as much as possible. I'm gonna try to update you guys as much as I can, and we'll just see how that goes. But I hope you guys do enjoy, and if you guys do, hit the like button down below to show your support, and also leave a comment down below of what you guys think of all this news, and what you like, what you don't like, and things like that. But let's just jump into it, man. So the first Pokemon that they revealed in the gameplay for E3 was Young Goose, and Young Goose is a normal type Pokemon with the ability Stakeout or Strong Jaw. I mean, well, it should get Strong Jaw. I'm glad it got Strong Jaw, because look at this, look at the teeth, bro. Look at the teeth on this thing. But I'm actually fairly convinced that this is gonna be the starter rodent route thing, remember, like Rattata, Bidoof, you know, Sentret. I'm fairly convinced that's what this thing is gonna be. Everybody kept on comparing this thing to Donald Trump, and I'm just sitting here like, wow, that's actually kind of scary. That is actually extremely scary, man. That's so scary. But with the ability Stakeout, because that is a new ability, this Pokemon's moves can deal twice the normal damage to any Pokemon that switches in or enters the field mid-battle. So I see that as more of a reverse Pursuit, if you want to think of it that way, because if you guys know, Pursuit it doubles the damage if the Pokemon is switching out, but with the Stakeout ability, you do double the damage if the Pokemon switches in. And not only that, but Stakeout is an ability, so it doesn't matter what move you use. If they switch in on you, you will be doing double the damage, which is absolutely amazing. So I don't know how it's gonna play out in competitive, but that is definitely an interesting ability, and this is definitely an interesting Pokemon, Young Goose. I mean, I just love its name too. It's just like Young Goose, Young Goose. Oh goodness. But let's go ahead and move on to the next Pokemon. So the next Pokemon we saw in the trailer was Pokebeach, and we actually saw an image of this bird Pokemon during the first reveal of Sun and Moon. They were still working on the design for this Pokemon, and now we finally got to see what this thing is, and it's called Pokebeach. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it is a woodpecker. It's normal flying. It's number 10 in the Pokédex, so I'm very, very convinced that this is the starter route bird, or the starter bird, kind of like Pidgey and Starly, Tailo, things like that. And it also has two evolutions, because when they caught it in the E3 trailer or in the E3 gameplay, there were still two spots for evolutions. So this thing does have two evolutions, which is absolutely amazing. It gets the abilities Keen Eye and Skill Link, and I think that's actually amazing, because Skill Link at the very beginning of the game, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that they told us that it gets Skill Link like right now means that I don't think that's a hidden ability. I think that's just a second ability. So early Skill Link is good, and I think that because it's a woodpecker Pokemon, this thing might just get Fury Attack as well. And if it gets Fury Attack, could you imagine Fury Attack hitting 5 times and it's stab because, you know, it's normal type? Like, that's absolutely amazing. I really do like this little bird Pokemon. I actually might end up using this in my playthrough of Pokemon Sun when the games come out, and I don't know, I really want to see what this thing evolves into. But that is it about Pokebeach. And the third Pokemon that they showed, but they actually didn't show this in the E3 gameplay. They showed this one just in a random trailer on the, well, not a random trailer, but they showed this in the trailer on the YouTube channel and on the website itself, Grubbin. So I'm gonna assume that you can find Grubbin at the very beginning of the game, and they just kind of prepared to release all three of these Pokemon no matter what E3 showed, because I'm guessing these 3 Pokemon are the ones you can catch in the very beginning of the game. But this is the larva Pokemon. It has the ability Swarm, and I was reading its Pokedex entry, and it's actually really interesting because it says that Grubbin loves electricity, which is why it can be found near power plants and substations. So does that mean that when this thing evolves, it's gonna become bug electric? Like, is that it? Because I don't know. I mean, I just think it's interesting how they point out that it loves electricity, but I'm not, again, I mean, anything could happen. I don't know, but you know, it says it loves electricity, so I feel like pointing that out, it might just evolve into a bug electric, which that'll be cool because then Galvantula and Joltik won't be alone. But I really do like Grubbin. I can't wait to see what this thing evolves into, and yeah, I like it. I really do like it. So we also have a little bit more information on Magearna. Magearna has the ability Soul Heart, and that is a new ability. And this ability, what it does is if a Pokemon in the area faints, Magearna's special attack is raised by 1 stage. Now, they show gameplay of the Eevee on your side dying, and then Magearna's Soul Heart ability activating. And I'm not necessarily sure if it goes for your opponent's Pokemon as well, but if it does, then this is basically the special attack Moxie. That's really all it is. But the thing is though, is that this ability works in double battles and triple battles, and if your Pokemon dies, you still get the boost. So that's ridiculous, man. That is kind of wild. I really do like that ability. So I'm guessing this thing is going to definitely be a special attacker, and you know, it's probably gonna have moves like Moon Blast and things like that. But they actually revealed a new move called now forgive me if I pronounce this wrong. Flare? No, it was like Fla Cannon. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think I'm not necessarily sure how to say that word. I looked up how to pronounce it and I still messed it up. It's like Fla Cannon. I don't know. It looks cool. It looks cool though, and I'm gonna assume it's a fairy type move. But I don't know. Magearna is looking like a very interesting Pokemon now. Is this thing legendary? Possibly, maybe. I don't know. But I like Magearna's little entry here though. It says if a Pokemon is injured, Magearna will feel the other's pain and suffering and will try as hard as it can to save that Pokemon. Like I really like that. I really like that. Even though Magearna is a machine that was created by scientists, like that's awesome. I really do like this thing, and that's it for Magearna. So this thing about Solgaleo and Lunala's phases, this came out of left field. I don't think anyone was ready for this. They just kind of threw this at us like out of nowhere. Like Solgaleo's Radiant Sun phase and then Lunala's Full Moon phase. And it reads, the forms of the legendary Pokemon. Solgaleo and Lunala are 2 Pokemon that hold an important key to the story. Obviously, the forms that these 2 Pokemon take when they release their mighty power are now revealed as Radiant Sun phase and the Full Moon phase. Both appear to be shining with a stronger light than their previously released images. What will these 2 do when they release their full power? That is really interesting because the fact that they gave these forms here names means that they play some sort of role. They have to play some sort of role, especially with the way they released it on the website. Like what does this mean? I don't know what this means. I wish I knew, but I just don't know. No one knows. We know that they turn into these forms when they go for their signature moves. We've seen that in previous trailers before, but the fact that these forms have names, I'm not necessarily sure what to think about that, but I think it's really cool though. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it's really cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what these forms have in store for us. So another thing that they showed during the E3 trailer was the Battle Royale feature in this game, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what free-for-alls are, and basically the Battle Royale format is kind of like free-for-all. I think you bring 3 Pokemon in and you battle, but the thing is though is that it's the first person who loses that the battle ends, and I think that is kind of like that's not necessarily free for all. But I mean, it is free for alls, but it's not like, you know, true free for all. It's like it should be the last person standing, not the first person who loses, you know. I'm trying to click on the website to see more details, but it won't let me click on it. So, or actually, well, no, I just clicked on the image and now I can click on it. Yay. Okay, so let's see. let's see what happens. Let's see, each of the 4 trainers chooses 3 Pokemon and sends 1 Pokemon into battle at a time. Alright, so the battle is over at the end of any turn when all the Pokemon of one trainer have fainted. See, the players are ranked and a victory is declared based on the number of Pokemon each defeated and the number of Pokemon each has remaining in play. So it's kind of see, it's free again. It's free for alls, but it's not like, you know, the true free for all where it's like last man standing. This is more so first man out, which kind of I'm not necessarily sure how it's gonna work when it comes to, you know, actually performing these. Is it gonna do well? Is it gonna do poorly? I'm not sure, but I do like the fact that they included you know, free for alls in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So that's actually awesome. They were listening to us. They were listening to, you know, Duncan. And you know, there is that, man. So boom, bam, boom. Free for alls, battle royale are now in the in Sun and Moon. So I think that's pretty cool. So that is it, you guys, for everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, hit the like button down below to show your support, and leave a comment down below as well of what you guys thought. There was a lot more stuff in the gameplay trailer, but I didn't have images for that stuff, so I apologize. But there was some really cool stuff with the UI, the user interface for the battles and stuff. It actually tells you when a move is going to be super effective on a Pokemon. They show that you can see stat changes in battle now. Like, I know that, you know, games like Insurgents done that before, but in, you know, in an actual official Pokemon game, we had to like figure it out ourselves. But now you can see stat changes in the battle, you know, things like that. Everything is like easily accessible, and I really do like that they're making Pokemon so much easier to play, and you know, it's not such a hassle to get to, you know, the menu about, you know, your moves and like what move does how much damage and things like that. It's like, it's so easy to it's just super easy to figure out what does what, and it's like all right there in front of you, ready to go. And I like that. I really do like that. They're making the game more simple. You know, you don't have to push 3 things to get to a menu. It's just right there for you. I like that. But I've rambled enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.